So just like we talked about with multiplying whole number and fractions, you can either multiply across and reduce, or reduce using the GCF from one numerator, one denominator, then multiply across. And if you remember, I talked about writing the fraction so you can see it better. And I can see that 2 goes into 2 one time. And so I end up with 1/3 as my final answer for my first example. So going on to the next one, 1/3 times 3/4. So what is 1/3 of 3/4? I can see here 3 and 3 go into each other one time. So 1/4 ends up being the answer, or a quarter. So 1/3 of 3/4 equals a quarter, or 1/4. Looking at 2/3 times 5/6, I can only see here, so 5/9 ends up being my final answer. Sometimes you might not be able to cancel anything. Sometimes you might be able to cancel from both of your fractions on your numerator and denominator. We'll have an example like that in a minute. So 3/4 times 4/9. Okay. 4 goes in 4 one time. 3 also goes in 9 here, so 3 goes in here, here. So multiply across, I end up with 1/3. In my last example, 5/6 times 9/10. 5 goes into 5 once, and 10 two times. Here, I need to make sure I see that it's 3. So when I multiply across, I end up with 3/4. So getting into some word problems here, Rick has half of a foot long sub left over from yesterday. He ate 1/3 of the leftover sandwich as a snack. What fraction of the entire sub did he eat as a snack? Well, if I have 1/2 and I'm multiplying it by the third I ate, so 1/2 of the third, and I look to see if I can cancel anything, and I can't. I just multiply straight across to figure that 1/6 was eaten for a snack. And that would be my final answer right there. And then a new Etsy shop makes jewelry. If Katie used 3/5 of her beads to make a necklace, she used 5/6 of the remaining beads to make a bracelet. What fraction of the total beads did she use to make the bracelet? Well, 3/5 times 5/6. Well, 5 goes into 5 one time. 3 goes into 1 once. 3 goes into 6 two times. So 1/2 of the beads were made for a bracelet. And this would be my final answer. Okay, so again, write your fractions nicely so you can see them easier, and then you can get into either canceling or reducing using the greatest common factor, then multiplying across, or you could multiply across and then reduce, whichever you feel most comfortable with.